All right, everybody. Hey, listen, we back at it again. And this time we're getting ready to do a hamburger gravy over rice, right? This is super simple. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know which one is the star. Is it the hamburger or is it the rice? But I can promise you this, that combination of them both, boom, let's get it. All right, so listen, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and prep, and get everything ready for our rice, right? Because this is going to take a minute to cook. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting my onion down. I'm going to dice this down. Actually, I'm gonna dice it on a little bit on the small side. You know what I mean? Excuse that noise that it's making, right? Now I just cut down like this, and then I take it, and then I run this along the bottom, right? And then if I keep all of my slices like I'm doing right here, small, this will ensure that when I go ahead and cut this, that we'll have a small dice, right? Now listen, this is going in the rice. I got it. You don't need a whole lot of onion, but I just want to tell you guys, this is how I make my onion. You guys got to let me know how you guys do yours. But listen, I do a little prep. And then listen, I will tell you this part too. It does work, even if you go ahead and use minute rice. But right now, we're going to use long grain. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we got to melt our butter, right? But if you guys look down here, look, these are the ingredients. I got everything right here, from my seasoning. This right here, I'm going to be using this right here. This is my steak and burger seasoning, right? We're going to put this in there. If you guys are tired of eating the same old, white rice, with just a butter, I'm finna show you guys. You guys should get an idea from this, what I'm doing here, to make any type of rice that you want, a flavored rice, right? So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our butter. I'm going to put this in here, and we're going to start getting that to melt. All right, so I'll just move this around. I got this on super low. I had it naked, that my saucepan was just completely naked, you know what I mean? But now that we have this butter in here, we'll just wait till this melts. You know what I mean? Actually, I got enough in there. I don't have to wait. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Move this. While that is melting, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my onions. Right? Now we're gonna give these a little bit of a head start and start to work this down and get these to soften and get them to become translucent. But you guys see what we're doing right now. So if you think about cooking like, any type of Southern dishes or whatever, when you're thinking like that, butter, onion, stuff like that. Look, saute. To be honest with you, I could have put the Holy Trinity in here if I wanted to. It depends on the flavor. Now, this particular, rice I'm making right here complements, using that hamburger and that gravy, right? So this is gonna represent our onions and gravy, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get it all. If you eat it like me, it's gonna be all one scoop. Next, we're getting ready to add, our garlic, right? So, got my press. Look at how big these garlic cloves are. Whew. That's a garlic clove, folks. Now, I'll take this, we'll come over here. I don't have to worry about burning any of the minced garlic. Why? Because we got a lot of onion in there, and then we got the butter, right? So, I'll just take that. And you see how all that just falls in there? That's one thing I like about this press right here. You can just stick it in here. And anything that doesn't get pressed, any of the residue on the side, when you press your next one, it goes right through. Whew, I can smell it already. Now, you just want to go ahead. You see this? I got like a small saucepan, so this right here is working just fine. Look at that. Ah, yeah, nothing's burning. We got it controlled. Now we move on to the next. And then don't forget, you guys, on my website, smokingandgrillinwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com, the full ingredient list there. You know what I mean? It's downloadable, printable, screenshotable, however you want to do it, and other things that you want to make, that's all on the website. Next, after you cook this down, right, I'm looking at my onions, they nice, and the aroma that is, kicking off of this right here, getting us, that this is right. This should just have your mouth watering right here. Butter, garlic, and onions, right? Now you want to take your beef broth and add that. Now I'm gonna turn my fire up because I want to bring this up to a rolling boil. Now, once this comes to a rolling boil like you see right here, I turned it down just a little bit, but it's ready. Now, we're gonna add the rest of our seasonings in there. That's the W sauce, right? We put this all in here. I'm gonna let this cook. We'll let this boil maybe about 30, 40 seconds, right? Next, I want you guys to look at this right here. Look, this is my steak and burger rub. This right here is what we want to use. If you don't have this, if you guys go to the website, I'll have an alternative for you. Now, normally, if you guys pay attention to that right there, that's almost like heaping. You know what I mean? Normally, if I was baking, I would just run my finger across it, make sure it was a tablespoon. But this right here, actually, you can put a little bit more, but I'm giving you guys a base. It took me a minute to get this right. A tablespoon, folks, and that'll get you right in the game. Now, that's going to dissolve. And this right here, if you look at that right now, let me know down in the comment section below, what does that look like? Does that look like French onion soup to y'all? All right, now that we got everything, incorporated, I'm sure everything is married. They holding hands and doing everything right. This right here will make for a nice little, liquid, right? Now, I still got the fire underneath the bottom of it. Now I'm getting ready to add my rice, right? And I can add it all in there. I tell you guys, normally don't do things like that, but right here, I add it all, right? I still got my fire underneath the bottom. I'm just stirring this, getting this mixed up, right? Now that I have this going the way I got it, this is gonna be key. Listen to me, folks. If you want your rice to come out right, I'm gonna put this top over here. I still got the fire on underneath the bottom. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. I'm getting ready to cut off my fire. Right, I'm done. Now we're gonna let this sit up for about 15 to 18 minutes. Do not remove, look at this pot. Don't try to smell it. Don't try to look at it and want to stir it or fluff it or do anything like that. I want you to go 15, let's just go 18 minutes and you won't have no issues. Now I'm gonna transfer this over to my stove. We're gonna leave that alone, and by the time we finish everything else, this will be ready. Now, obviously you guys see that I'm using a cast iron. To me, cast iron does a great job. Probably not just to me, but just about everybody who use cast iron. Does a great job, with browning, especially if you were gonna do patties. Like say I was gonna turn this into like a Salisbury steak, this would have gave it that nice crust and everything on the bottom, right? So I got a little heat on there, right? Underneath the bottom, I got a medium-high flame. I just start off, I am using 80-20, ground beef, but I still put something down. Even though my cast iron skillet is seasoned, I do put something down. I can see it's nice and hot. Now I'll just add this. Right, and I got about 1.5 pounds. This is a little bit over 1.5 pounds, For those of you guys that really want a lot of meat, you can go ahead and, you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can go ahead and use 2 pounds or whatever, but I'm gonna show you guys just what it looks like. So let's go ahead and just get this going. Let me just get it broke up a little bit. It'll produce its own oil, have, its own fat, seeing how it's 20% fat content in here. So we'll just leave this like this. I'll leave it alone. All right, so look at here. You see a lot of liquid that comes out of here. Some of that is fat, and then some of it is like the water content that be in there, right? So if you guys got yourself a meat masher, if you've been following this channel, you will have one of these already. You know what? I should have had gotten some of these just to, help everybody get them, but you want to do this and you want to get it as small as you can. You want it to be ground and, like a little small pieces. You don't want it to be too big. So even though I just seen a little piece of pink in there, that's fine because we're gonna continue to cook it. I'm gonna actually leave that there. And now I'm gonna come with my onions. All right, and we're gonna let these start to work and render down. Now this onion I give you guys, that's, use that. That's a great start. For me, if you guys didn't know, onion is one of my favorites. You know what I mean? They just give you that taste. It makes everything just amplified and taste better. All right, so we got that in there like that. Let me go ahead and put this out the way. Now we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now, anything that wasn't cooked, like if you had seen a little pink, that's gonna be okay, right? Look at this right here. You see how we infusing that ground beef, with that onion? And then remember I told you it's got a little water content, you know what I mean? A lot of this is gonna start to evaporate. So don't think it's just all fat like that. Now, after letting this go, I still got a medium-high flame under here, folks, if I hadn't said it already. I apologize, but here, make sure I got a bed. Now we're gonna mince our garlic. Perfect. All right, remember, this is what you wanna do, folks, and especially because I'm trying to teach and talk. You don't wanna put your minced garlic on nothing hot. Right, so this is the best to put it on top of something. Even if you don't have enough down here, I sweep whatever the content I have in my pan, I sweep that to one side and then put my garlic on the top. Now that I can control it and I can talk, now we can get this moving around. Look at that right there. It just spoke to me now, folks. Garlic, it just told me hello. Now I'm getting ready to adjust my flame down to medium. Oh yeah, I hope you guys are catching that. All right, so look, I want to take a moment just to show you guys, like when I'm cooking, this is a pro tip for everybody, right? Whether you've been cooking, you new, especially if you new, and you a seasoned cook, cook, right? So this is what we're doing. Everything that you see here has got to go in here from here on out, right? So I put it in groups. This is my seasoning, this is going in next, right? After that, and I get everything mixed up, it cooks a little bit, then we're gonna go with the flour. And then this over here, everything how you see it is at my disposable. Well, let me just say this, it's at the ready, so that when I need it, I don't have to look for it, I just go ahead and hit it, because we finna continue to cook. Now, if you guys come over here, let's see, look right here. Oh yeah, we doing good right here. Now it's time, right? So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna add our seasoning. And don't forget, folks, all of my seasonings and measurements and everything where it's printable is on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. Right, so we got all of that in there, right? Now I'm gonna come with my A seasoning. This is like a real level up, folks. It don't just say level up for no reason, right? So take this, we're gonna give this a little bit of, I love the color that this gives. Might look like a lot right now, folks, but it's not, trust me. Right, now we just bring this in here. And I wanna see if you guys notice, I'm not using my regular spatula. I kinda like this one now. See, it's kinda like a spoon. See, it's got the little cavity right there. It's rubber, ah yeah. You see that right there? See how that A just give it that color, right? Oh, and it smells good too. All right, so now, once we cook that down, if you look at the bottom, even though this is a seasoned pan, right? You can see it's little bits down here on the bottom. That's the seasoning. That's where we're gonna get a lot of this flavor from, right? So I'm just gonna spread that back. Now we take our flour, check this out. Then we just add this on top right here. What we wanna do is just spread it out as far, as much as possible. And now we get in here and we just wanna cook this, down. So what we're doing is cooking that flour taste out, right? But this is gonna be a thickener, because didn't I say this is gonna have gravy? Come on, folks. All right, so now that I let this cook and marinate, and just marry together, now I'm getting ready to add my broth, right? So we'll just add that. Oh yeah. All right, now I'm finna raise my flame up. I was always on a medium. Now we're finna go to a medium high, right? Because we wanna get this to, boil, right? So we got that going. Now here, I'm finna open up that bouillon cube. And this is beef bouillon, folks. This is where we get the burst of that, flavor. Then once we get it open, we drop that in there and we let that work. There it is, right there. Once it get in here, it's all nice and hot, that's gonna dissolve, right? I'm gonna be moving this back and forth. And what I'm doing now is, I'm taking my rubber spatula and I'm running this across the bottom. We wanna get up all the little brown bits, everything that's stuck down there, all of that seasoning and all that. Ooh, it's running right now, it's so smooth. Just keeping it real with everybody, you know what I mean? These kind of meals right here, you guys gotta have this in your repertoire. You know what I mean? You're looking for something different that's over the top with flavor. If you season this just right or anywhere near what I showed you, you know what I mean? This will be on you probably be making this quite often. Anytime you see anything like this, you get to thinking about burritos and all of that. Wow, meanwhile, while I'm talking, W sauce. All right, so look at this right here. Still simmering. See, it's starting to get thick. Now we supposed to spoon this over the rice, folks. So we don't want to lose too much more. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Right? No more fire. Move this around. You see how that is? Look. It's not running. Ooh, my goodness. Don't need no more flour. Some of you guys think that you gotta have like that thick gravy. Don't need it. This is very, very tasteful. I just tasted some. So now that we have this off, look at what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna add some butter. That last pat of butter that we had, we're gonna add that, right? Now that we got that going, now we're gonna add this heavy cream to it. No fire, folks. We don't want no separation. All right, so we get in here, we get it like this. Look, this is what's gonna make it like velvet. Now I'm gonna work this back and forth. Now, if you guys can see, I got my pot. It's back in the game. This was the rice, right? So when everything is complete, if you look at it, I haven't even taken the top off. That's the key, folks. I bet you guys gonna start making, if you don't make rice like this, you're gonna start making rice like this with just whatever seasonings you guys have. Once you find your blend, you got it, right? But it's different things for different, different proteins, right? But for this right here, this rice that I just showed you guys how to make, that's the one. All right, look at this right here. Oh my goodness. Now we just leave that like that. And again, I gotta stress, make sure that fire off. You don't want the heavy cream to separate, right? This is what you want. All right, so I just want to give you guys one more look at this. Now it looks more like a gravy to you guys, right? So it's still, you know, loose enough to like pour and spoon, but this right here is what you want to have, right? Now you guys can do yours any old kind of way you want to do it. You want it to be thicker, you can cook it longer, let a little bit more of the liquid, you know, come out. You can do that, but that right there is the right texture for what I'm trying to build right here, right? So now I'm gonna take this, we finally open this up. Not that much steam, okay, got it. Now I'm gonna get in here. I got this bowl. You know what? Let me just move this around. Oh yeah. Now it's gonna be time to like fluff this up, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and add this in here. Let me get it so you guys can see it. Remember, this was white. Look at it now. Oh yeah. You see the difference? Seasoned right beef broth, folks. For those of you guys that still keep using that water, you know what I mean? I'm here to give you guys, you know, some heads up. You take this, you know, like I know you guys be having potlucks. It's summertime. Everybody doing something at the job. This rice will kill the game. You already seen it. I put it in the bowl. I could have left it in the, you know, the little saucepan. I took it out so you guys can just see it. You know, right? So look, obviously I had got this parsley right here. You know what I mean? Because I like to just get a little parsley in there. It looks better. It does add a little bit more flavor to it, right? So we'll just do this. Just get it mixed up. I'll save just a little bit down there on my board, right? And that's gonna be for this plating. But look at this right here, folks. Especially if you new and you wanna know why we have all those different colors of rice. I got it, we got brown rice and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But to get it to where it wanna be, this right here will ensure when you see it, if it look like that, you know it got taste. All right, so now we do our plating, right? Let's get yourself a couple of hefty, you know, spoonfuls. And it's me, folks. All right, we'll just put it in there like that. Now, come here to this gravy. Oh, right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna spoon this right here over the top, folks. Oh, look at that right there, and one more just for the gills. And you see that right there? Yes, sir. Now with all of that goodness that you guys just seen right there, you can tell me down in the comment section below, which one, you know, what type of vegetable would you have, you know, to go with this? I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times I'll always do, you know, something like any type of broccoli, any kind of way, right? But I think for something like this, I would have done me like a fiesta style, you know, like grilled corn, you know, the individual corn kernels, along with this right here, and it's night. So let me know what you guys think about this. What else I could have added to this? You know what I mean? I like to take the obvious out. I know I could have added bell peppers to it, you know, or something like that. But I want you guys to, you know, use your brain, talk to me, and let me know how can I make this better than it is right now. Now, if you're new to my channel, I got y'all. You know what I got to do. It's time to eat this. I done already had a piece. You know what I mean? I had a, you know, I had spoonfuls. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit this right now. Ooh, my goodness. If you guys come on in here, come on. Let's look at that right there. Look, I don't know if it looked like that on the other side, so I'm gonna turn it around that way. Look at that, folks. That's that gravy. Yes, sir. And that seasoned rice. Hey, you know what? This goes out to the cat that told me you usually say cheers when you're drinking and you say bon appetit when you're eating. Right, so bon appetit. Instantly, you know this right here is fire. From the time you open your mouth until the fork or spoon touch your tongue. Now, I can't wait till you guys taste this, you know what I mean, and try it. I'm sure your family gonna love it, you know what I mean? Make it, let me know what you would do, and we're gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna read them comments, you know what I mean? And next time I make it, I'm gonna throw some of the, you know, things that you guys say do, you know, to add to it. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. You know what, folks? I'm just simply hungry. It's time to eat. This is good, and I'm out. Peace.